Hi, this is Shiva Rajaya from vitalcoaching.com. We just talked about Kundalini, and I'm going to give you a few hints on how to wake up your Kundalini. You might have heard that waking up your Kundalini is really dangerous, that if you wake up your Kundalini, somehow you're going to go crazy and mad. And, unfortunately, as a human being, that can happen. Sometimes you can lose your mind because you have too much energy. But in my experience, I've been around this field for like 20, 25 years, and I never saw somebody really losing it over the Kundalini experience. Why? Because it seems that your body wakes up as much energy as you can take, and so you won't cross the line naturally unless you are really forcing yourself and not listening to the warning signs. So I'm pretty sure that what I'm going to show you today is quite safe. So when I focus on activating the Kundalini, it's not so much about the Kundalini, it's more about the rising vibration and raising energy. So I don't make really a distinction and say, okay, here is energy rising, and here is Kundalini, and here is prana. For me, it's just life force in general. So to wake up your Kundalini, if you want to, a couple of hints and a couple of practices to do that, here are a few ideas. The first one is breathing. So if I breathe normally, as soon as I start focusing on my breathing and activating and speeding it up a little bit, there is more flow of energy coming inside of me, and that is going to activate you. So a simple way to do it is the fire breath that I already showed you. So it goes like that. You do that for 5 minutes, and you will notice that there is a flow of energy coming in your system that naturally wakes up energy. Okay, that's technique number one. Technique number two is simple movement. For instance, the moment you start dancing, what do you think dance is? Dance is the play of Kundalini in your system. This is why there are techniques around the world which are called Kundalini Dance. So very often when you think of Kundalini, it's like a spiral movement. It's something that is coming through your body, and the moment you start some of those belly dancing moves, and you feel like you turn into a snake, well, that's activating the Kundalini, and it's connecting you with that life force flow. Technique number two. Technique number three is visualization. It means that you really concentrate and try to focus on the rising energy in your system. So for instance, you might focus first on the lower chakra, and then focus on the top of the head chakra. So the lower chakra is Muladhara, the top one is Sahasrara. And as soon as you start, for instance, you can breathe in, and you imagine that your energy goes from Muladhara to Sahasrara, to the crown chakra. And when you breathe out, it circulates back. So imagine that there is energy rising through your back, and then coming down. And you can make the movement of energy with your hands. And because your mind, you're consciously focusing on this flow of energy with your mind, remember that you get more of what you focus on. It's really simple. When you focus your mind on something, you get more of that. So the moment you start focusing with your mind on the circulation of that energy, you will naturally attract that flow, or naturally sponsor that flow a little bit more. So that's a visualization technique. So to summarize, here are three ones, right? The first one was dynamic breath, the second one movement, and the third one visualization. Practice and have fun. I'll see you soon again. Bye-bye.